Welcome to Redvee TV, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2022 season, as we reflect on Saints' 38-6 victory here this afternoon at the MKM Stadium in Hull. Snow is falling all around us. The Redvee's winning, having fun. Saints scored 6 tries. Hull FC, they scored 1.
That's better than the version that you give me at half time anyway.
Well, that was when Hull FC was scoring none, but we had to give them something. A dominant Saints performance. I don't think it was a game that was ever in doubt. Mr. Matt Horton joining us today. R-League fame. Sportsman. Commentator extraordinaire. Wire FM commentator. Wish FM. Frequently commentating on Saints victories.
Yeah,
you're glad to be back watching the V.
Yeah. Commentating on lots of Saints victories while doing Warrington. Yeah, it was just a dominant performance, wasn't it? I'm so impressed with them. They're just a line speed so quickly. They're 2 yards quicker than Hull this afternoon. And yes, it didn't help them getting the sin bin. I thought the sin bin was harsh early doors for Conway.
You say that, but whether it's more of a team effort. But once you lift the legs over the horizontal, you drop a player on his head. It's dangerous, isn't it? Somebody's going to go for it.
I didn't really get a good view of it, to be honest. Luke Gale was just stupid. He deserved everything he got. But it's just a comfortable afternoon. I think one of the big positives today, from a Saints point of view, is there's only 30 minutes in James Roby's legs. Joey Lussick's got 50 minutes today, and that's going to do him the power of good as well.
Now, we'll get on to the red card first of all, because it's probably the thing that made the match go away from Hull if it hadn't already gone already. A long kick from Johnny Lomax. Luke Gale comes out of the line. He's lifted his foot and caught him with his studs. Now, I believe on the Channel 4 commentary, obviously you can hear the VR.
Deliberate.
And they've said it was deliberate. I don't think it's a deliberate intent to injure the player, but he's deliberately lifted his head to try and block the kick. And then once you do that, if you catch the man, it's a red card all day for me because, listen, they're leg breakers or ACL's gone. You've got to go for that. You can't have a situation where in rugby league players are lifting their legs.
But we saw that one, didn't we, the other week in the Challenge Cup with the Thornhill player at Doncaster. It's a little bit different to that. That got graded F. You would think whenever they get to match review Monday, you're looking definitely C, potentially D. And the last thing Hull FC need are to be losing bodies at the moment.
Jack Wellesby, once again, he's coming good, isn't he? Obviously, he's playing full-back. Put a couple of balls through. He sent Percival in for the first, and Josh Sim in out wide. This Saints side with him in attack are not really missing a beat from Lachlan Coote's loss.
Or, if you think about it, Teo Tharge as well. Lewis Dodd's come in and he's doing a fantastic job. He's taken the number 7 shirt over. Jack Wellesby was really good this afternoon. I think the platform, though, for me, was laid by Walmsley and Lees in that first 25 minutes. Just the sheer amount of yards Alex Walmsley was making makes life so much easier for Johnny Lomax, for Lewis Dodd, for Jack Wellesby, to have the time to put those moves on because Hull FC were constantly on the back foot and couldn't get that defensive line sorted.
You speak about Lewis Dodd as well. You just see the intangibles that the lad brings to the side. Obviously, I think it was the final try of the game. Just dropping your shoulder and going. I know Kevin normally comes on with us. He says sometimes he's not prime Sean Long yet, but there's glimpses of brilliance there, isn't there? And he's only going to get better as the season goes on.
That was fantastic, that last try. It's great to see halfbacks, especially young halfbacks, taking the line on, doing that drop of the shoulder, looking to go through like that. We need to see more of that in the game. That's the thing it's got really, really structured, hasn't it? We haven't had too much off-the-cuff stuff in the last few years, especially with a lot of these Australian coaches. They just want to play to the methods, and they're not looking to give them a chance or anything like that. And Lewis Dodd's come in, and that last try is an example of taking the line on, dropping that shoulder and going through.
Absolutely terrible conditions out there. The snow is still falling. The pitch, the groundsman's going to have some work to do afterwards.
And you've got to get over the M62.
Easy.
You've got to get over that summit, yeah.
Yeah, it was snow coming over. That was bad enough. Opening 10 minutes of the game weren't brilliant. There was a lot of handling errors. Obviously, it was a great tribute to Johnny Whiteley.
Yeah.
Really well put together from Hull FC, but I think having the players stood out there for 10 minutes, freezing, probably wasn't the wisest of ideas, and that probably reflected in them opening sets.
Yeah, you noticed as soon as especially the Saints players split from the lineup after the tribute to Johnny Whiteley, and full credit to the whole club for that, by the way. They got that absolutely bang on today, and it was superb. I bet there weren't many dry eyes in that East stand over there this afternoon.
Impeccably observed, it has to be said as well, from all sides of the ground.
Yeah, impeccably observed from everybody. It was fantastic. And you noticed the first thing the Saints players did is they did like a quick mini warm-up, didn't they?
And a little huddle, and that wasn't a huddle for last-minute tactics. That was a huddle to get warm.
That was to get warm,
like penguins.
Yeah, it was to get warm again. And you know, this is never an easy place to come. Well, it is for Saints now because that's 6 in a row, isn't it?
Do you know what? 12 in a row that we've beat Hull as well, home and away.
Yeah, 12 in a row that today as well. And this place is normally a fortress. It's normally one of the tougher grounds to come in the Betfred Super League. But Saints have just made a mockery of that today, haven't they?
Yeah. Obviously happy memories. Saints fans got the grand final that they didn't get to see, with Jack Welsby going in under the sticks as well to touchdown. If you squint your eyes, there was a trophy lift at the end.
Yeah, well, it's the first leg of the Steve Prescott Cup as well, lest we
indeed,
forget that as well. And that looks like it's going to be residing in the boardroom at the Totally Wicked Stadium again come the return fixture between these two clubs. You know, it was a brave decision from the referee to go up as no try as well, wasn't it? It got overturned on a video referee decision.
Honest, and from our vantage point, I actually thought it had been knocked dead. But you just got the impression from the way Jack went straight away celebrating that he knew he got it down. And I think if it's simultaneous, it goes with the attacker, doesn't it?
It does. If it's both hands are on the ball at the same time, the advantage does go to the attacking side. So, no, it's just a good performance. And if you think this is round 2, where do you think Saints are going to be when we get to like round 20, 21, 22? It's like they're only going to get better.
In dry weather as well, and when the handling comes, it's quite scary. You just have to look at the amount of players who aren't currently in R17. James Bell, Kyle Amor. There's lads not getting a game. Jake Wingfield, young lads as well, who are chomping at the bit to get the chance in the team. You're seeing Will Hopewati missed out today from the lineup. Obviously, he picked up that knock last week. We believe he's going to be back next week. But Josh Sims took his chance.
Yeah, Josh Sims took his chance to get 2 tries, 1 disallowed for the forward pass near the end. It's the first time I've seen him in the flesh for quite a while, St Helens, and I am blown away with what I've seen this afternoon.
Is there already a clear gap in standards between where Saints are and then the chasing pack below? Because I was watching Wigan and Leeds last night, and Wigan were dominant over Leeds. But you just get the impression that Saints are an absolute level above at this moment in time. And listen, it's round 2. It doesn't matter what we do now. It matters what we do in September, October. But with this sort of standard being set, Christian Wolff's got to be happy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can't really argue with what you've said there. The standard at the moment is absolutely fantastic from St Helens. And like you say, they're only going to get better as we get towards the back end of the season. But that's the way the competition's structured, though, isn't it? You've still got to be at your best when we get to the 24th of September and we get to Old Trafford for that grand final. It's no point playing well in February if you're going to play crap in September.
The thing that I get at the moment, obviously, we talk about how good Saints are in attack, but you started off the show here by talking about the line speed. I like the way, I love the way the crowd gives Saints the lift, either when they're defending their own line or Hull FC are trying to bring the ball off their own line. The way the crowd rally them up every single time. How many tries a year potentially does that save Saints? It's something that Saints fans have now. It's now ingrained. They do it every game, and it's got to be really good for the players and just the motivation. Yeah,
good backing's always what you need, isn't it? And that's probably one of the biggest followings we've seen here in Hull from Saints for a good while. I think 12:30 on a Saturday afternoon helps. First away game of the season.
Obviously, the club had pre-sold 900 tickets, the allocation that they'd been sent by Hull, and then obviously pay on the gate. So 4 figures behind the sticks. And fair play, because it would have been easy, especially after seeing Storm Eustace yesterday. For people to think, you know what, I'm not going to bother. But yeah, they came over. They saw a red card with Luke Gale.
We saw a red flare, unfortunately.
Yes. But yeah, the red card, that was the strongest, most dangerous Gale since yesterday.
Oh, you've been thinking about that one all day, haven't you? I'll turn it up.
No. I have to say, David Rigby off our Twitter feed, I've robbed it off him. Because it was brilliant. It was just too good. I won't take the credit. But yeah, because he'll get me afterwards if I don't give him the credit for it. But yeah, brilliant from Saints. You look at it at the moment, and if they keep up the sort of form, who's going to beat them?
Nobody at the moment. Genuinely, nobody. I can't see. I don't think Wigan and Leeds are within Curry. Leeds have got their own problems at the moment, but that's another discussion for another day. They've got injury suspensions coming out of the backsides at the moment.
Catalan probably the closest challengers.
Yes,
still.
yeah, I think Catalan are the nearest challengers, but they've got their issues, haven't they, of keeping people on the pitch, and they've picked up bans with Napa and Dudson as well. But yeah, I think it's Saints, Catalans, and then the rest.
And I think that's us dusted because I am absolutely freezing.
I'm all right, to be honest.
Oh, I'm holding the coldest mic in the world ever.
No, I'm all right.
I've never been so cold. Actually, I've never been this cold since last night at the reserves game where it was grim. But do you know what? It's picturesque. Picturesque Hull. I never thought I'd be saying that ever.
The snow is falling again. You look out. Oh, if we go this, yeah, we're going that way. You've got the view over the city as well. So it is really nice up here at the top of the West Stand. It's a long way up as well, isn't it?
It is. It's a long way down. If you fall, I've done that before, haven't I? You've seen me fall down the stairs.
I've seen you fall down the steps. Yeah.
But yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do you know what? If people squint, they won't even realise that Kev's not been on this episode with that beard.
Really? Where is Kev? Is he not here today?
Kev has gone watching Blood Brothers.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say...
And do you know what? He's like one of the likely lads today. He has turned off all of his notifications and everything else. So he's going to watch this game when he get home.
I thought you said he'd gone to Burnley then.
Oh, no, he's not. He's not
that desperate.
No, he's not that desperate. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you in a week for the next episode of Redvee TV. Thank you very much.